Hey, it's Rich. We're in the Flatiron District in Manhattan, and we're going to ride to Fort Greene, Brooklyn in the evening rush. So hope there's not too much traffic. That was the bike starting up. And even though there are a lot of ways that you can take this trip, I'm going to follow the instructions of the GPS exactly. Or at least I think I am. We'll see what it does. I'm on the SYM Symba, the 100cc bike today. And this will be the first, well, it won't be the first long trip I've taken since I repaired the sprocket and changed the tire, but it will be the first trip I've taken over a bridge. So, just checking the sprocket. Seems to be holding. And you can hear that clattering sound. That is the exhaust system loose. I think I'm missing a screw, which happened today. I took a look at the thing, and the physics of it are such that there's no need to worry that it's going to fall off or anything like that. I think it's just loose at the point where it joins the engine. I think one of those two screws are loose. And I also know that the bolt, the cross bolt, the long cross bolt that holds on the plate that the exhaust system is fastened to is a little loose. I need a washer in there. So a little bit of the clattering is due to that. But the bike runs just fine. I don't think we'll have any trouble making our way over the river. We're going to take the Williamsburg Bridge. Sorry, not the Williamsburg Bridge, the Manhattan Bridge. Or at least I think we're going to take the Manhattan Bridge. Let's see what the GPS does for us. And after riding around on the larger bike, it's a lot of fun to be on a zippy little bike like this. And it's especially fun to realize I'm getting 94 miles to the gallon on this thing. Oh yeah, the GPS is sending us around through Cooper Square down the Bowery, so we're going to the Manhattan Bridge. GPS wants me to go down there, but you can't do that anymore. Got to go around this way. There's St. Mark's Place up there. So we basically just went around Cooper Square. The Village Voice building, which I think was just sold. There's a Whole Foods there on the corner and a new YMCA. This whole neighborhood has changed so much just in the last 5 years. I mean, the Bowery was synonymous with people down on their luck and single room occupancy, hotels, and other facilities catering to people in the greatest need, and it's really changed. There's still a bit of that, but it's mostly a gentrified residential neighborhood now. Bowery Diner, which is much more than a diner, it's a nice restaurant. Bowery and Delancey. This is a particularly deadly intersection for bicyclists because this leads over to the Manhattan to the Williamsburg Bridge, this cross street off to the left. There's Chinatown up ahead, and we're turning left onto the Manhattan Bridge. So this bike is having trouble laboring up the slope past 35 miles an hour. I changed the gearing a little bit, and I think I lost a little bit of top speed. There we go. So in third gear, we're up to 40. Now we're in fourth gear. It's topped out, it's flattened out a little bit, and we're heading up toward 45 and maybe 50. But I know that I'm heavy for this bike. Brooklyn. And here we are at the head of Flatbush Avenue. Or technically, I guess this is Flatbush Avenue Extension. Because the old Flatbush Avenue ran only up to that bend that you see in the far distance, and this is a newer bit of road. And by newer, I mean 100 years old. I assume this stretch of Flatbush Avenue was built when the bridge was built, which was somewhere around 1900 or 1910. We're going to take that next left up there, I think, onto Myrtle Avenue and head right into Fort Greene. These condo buildings here are all new. Although that's an old toy factory, that one. Is this Myrtle? No, one more. Oh, that is Myrtle. Alright. Well, we're going around then. That dome there off to the right is the Brooklyn Academy of Music, I think. Left here, all right. All right, so we're going to actually go through. I'm looking at the GPS to try to see what it's taking us. We're going around there to the left. And we'll see. I will follow the instructions. There's Junior's, allegedly one of the homes of real New York cheesecake. Although, you know, I mean, it looks like the sort of place that, like Cantor's in Los Angeles, that may be surviving mostly on nostalgia. It's hard to know. I mean, no Brooklynite would ever agree with me. I've never been in there though. Partly because the idea of having dinner on Flatbush Avenue is kind of depressing. So this is where the GPS wants us to go. You know, yeah, there's Fulton Mall. And the tower up there, just a bit off to the left, is the old Williamsburg Savings Bank, which is now residential. It's known as One Hanson Place, and the spaces inside the clock tower are apartments. So if you've got $10 million or whatever the going rate is, you can live in the clock tower there, of what used to be the tallest building in Brooklyn. I don't know if it still is. Jerk up there on a motorcycle, and someone politer I can see behind me in the rearview mirror on a motorcycle who's not actually shoving his way through traffic or making noise. This gets congested because up there, just roughly in line with the Williamsburg Bank building, is the corner of Flatbush and Atlantic, which is a big congestion spot. Coming into the heart of Fort Greene here. We got the light? Yeah. I like this neighborhood. I would live here. New pedestrian plaza that the city put in. Restaurant is right up there. I think it's right up there. So we've hit our destination. I'm gonna pull around the corner, park the bike, and maybe I'll record my ride home. Look at that old Datsun.